Fuck it.
You do a lot of modular synthesis. I saw in some of your pictures on Instagram. Are we gonna
Yeah.
hear any of that on the album?
Yes. Yes. There's one specifically called 5%, which
Oh,
I concentrate more on the sound designing. It's more electronic feeling, more hardcore. I use a lot of Massive, the plugin Massive and Massive X, granular synthesis, and Serum as well, which are wavetable synthesis plugins. I made that last Christmas. I started that last Christmas.
now how did you kind of get introduced to the concept of modular synthesis?
When I started producing, a lot of, obviously I started out using just presets because I didn't know how to sound design and stuff. But I started looking at some videos, started learning the basics of synthesis. But I really learned about modular synthesis this is when I started doing more in-depth sound design. Was when I started my major in Berkeley, which is EBD, and one of the classes is modular functions and signal flow, in which we have a class with all the modular cases, all the Eurorags, and I never had I'd never seen or used a physical modular synth, and when I had access to that, I was just fascinated by it so much that I just spent every time I get out of class in Berkeley, I would just go to the labs, to the modular labs, and just be there till they close. And I got way more into sound designing because I understood more of the functions of each thing. I'm saving up money to buy Eurorack modules so that I can practice on my own. But since I'm in Puerto Rico, this whole pandemic thing, the Berkeley just threw everybody to their houses. But yeah, I'm sure to. Sorry, it's my dog.
Hello, doggo.
Peggy, entra. I still think I'm at the beginning of sound designing. I still have so much to learn. Um, I just need a lot of practice and a lot of because I've been doing everything virtually through the plugins, the VSTs. I use a lot of reasons. A synthesizer Europa.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a synth from Reason. I use that a lot.
Interesting.
Like I said, Massive X, Serum, Massive. It's Massive and Massive X are two different models. But yeah, I really want to get my hands on some modulars because it's not the same feeling when it's not the same touching your mouse pad
Yeah.
and touching a knob physically. It just changes the experience completely.
To be a child again when our hopes and dreams came true.
I saw pictures of you as a kid too with your turntables and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was when I was 13. Yeah.
So it seems like you've been into kind of the electronic music for a while. Like,
Yeah.
what drew you to that? How did you kind of
So,
start your fascination?
so when I was 13, 12 years old, I was in this all-boys school. It's called Colegio San Jose de Varones. It's a school for all boys, and there was this trend going on at the moment I was there where everybody was skateboarding and longboarding and doing slides and going downhill and that was like the main thing. And I thought, what if I do something fun that I can make money out of?
Oh, I see what the
And so I heard about Virtual DJ, the application, so I downloaded it and I think that's where I got the idea to buy equipment, because there was another friend that was older than me. He was a DJ, and he would always talk to me about DJ things and the programs. And I buy my first console, which was a Newmark NDX 200, two NDX 200s, and the M1 mixer. I think it was just two channel mixer. It was a CD turntable, CD player. There wasn't much to it, and then I downloaded a bunch of music and burned it onto a bunch of discs. I had my whole disc case, and I bought also 2 speakers, and my grandma gave me one, and I used those to make to do parties, so that I can make money out of it. And then my friend that was DJ as well, he started producing, and he started telling me about it, and he started producing FL Studio, and so I did the same. I started in Linux. I forgot the name of the app I used for Linux, started producing Linux, but then I produced it FL Studio PC.
Yeah.
I had more gigs, I made more money, I bought more equipment. Later on, I bought, it's actually pretty funny, you know the program Reason?
Of course, yeah.
So that's my main program, and the way I figured out about it, I found out about it, was playing Minecraft online.
Oh, no shit. Fuck yeah.
I was playing Minecraft online, and there was this mod that's called TalkZ, which is engineering for Minecraft. It's just electronic designing. You could do your solar panels, you could do cores and stuff. And I was in a team, in a server.
Okay.
And the team leader, he was a producer. And I told him about how I make music and whatever, and he told me, you gotta get Reason. You gotta get Reason now. And so I got Reason, and I bought Reason. Reason 5 is a great way to start producing, because you start learning a lot about signal flow. Reason 5, for example, now when you make a channel, create a new channel in Reason, a new channel strip appears. Back in Reason 5, you had to add the mixer. When you add the new track, you had to connect that track to the channel of the mixer, and so on and so forth. I started learning a lot about modular synthesis and signal flow using Reason. And I did some gigs in the schools as well, in the tournaments, volleyball tournaments. I would play, and then I would later on get better and got better what I did, and I started focusing more on the production side. I would have the DJ as my main job. I was actually making a lot of money at the moment for 13, 14 years old. I was doing like $250 a night, once every weekend, maybe once every 2 weekends.
That's not bad at all, man.
That's not bad at all for a 14-year-old, 13-year-old kid.